Good morning, children. How are you? I hope you all are fine. See, children, day before yesterday we have discussed about the simple present tense. In our last session we have discussed about the simple present tense. What is a simple present tense, children? Simple present tense is a tense which is used in two situations. Mainly we are using the simple present tense in two situations. What are they? They are habitual actions. They are habitual, or to denote the universal truth. We are using the simple present tense to denote the habitual actions or the universal truths. Now I have explained to you what is a habitual action and what are universal truths. What is a habitual action and what are universal truths, children? What do you mean by habitual? Habitual means the actions which we perform daily or the actions which we do regularly. Regularly means daily chese panulu. And universal truth means the actions which occurs in nature and we can't change such type of actions. They are known as universal truth. And we have learned about the structure of the simple present tense as subject plus V1 or yes or yes along with object or other words. Already we have learned the structure also, children, about the simple present tense. And what we have learned, for the plural subject we have to use V1, and for the singular subject we have to use V1 with yes or es. Okay, this we have learned. Okay, what is a simple present tense? Simple present tense is a tense which is used at the time of the speaking to denote the habitual actions as well as the universal truths. And the structure for the simple present tense, positive statements. Here we are discussing about only the positive statements, not about the negative statements. Let me remind you, we are discussing only about the positive statements, children. Okay, so simple present tense is a tense which is used to denote the actions which occurs at the time of the speaking. They are the habitual actions or the universal truth. And whenever we are talking about the simple present tense, we have to use V1 or V1 with yes or yes along with the subject. According to the subject, we have to use either V1 or V1 with yes or yes. If our subject is plural, we have to use V1. If our subject is singular, we have to use V1 with yes or es. Let us see, children, few examples how to write the positive statements of simple present tense with the plural subject or with the singular subject. Let us discuss. I will give you Roman, children, to change the subject. Suppose they have given us children like sweets. What you have observed, and they told to change the subject into singular, and they have told us to change the subject into singular subject. When we are talking about the singular subject, children, when we are talking about the singular subject, here we have to change. First you should identify the subject of the given sentence. Here the doer of the action is the subject. Already what we have discussed, children, the doer of the action is known as the subject. Who is the doer of the action here, children? Children is the doer of the action. So this is the subject, this is the V1. Now when I am changing the subject into singular, children becomes the child. The child. Like, according to the subject, like will become likes and sweets here. Okay, the child likes sweets. The child likes sweets. So when we are changing one subject into the singular, automatically the verb will change. You have to be very careful, children, when you are changing the subject of a given sentence. Suppose they given us, my friends talk to me in English. My friends talk to me in English. Suppose this is a statement and I have told to you to change it into the singular subject. I told the statement to change it into the singular. Okay, what is the subject, children? My friends. What is the subject? My friends. My friends is the subject. Talk, V1. When I am changing this plural subject into the singular, children, my friends singular will be my friend. My friend is singular, my friend. Okay, the singular for my friends. My friend. When we are using the singular subject, automatically we have to change the verb into plural form. Talks. Yes. We have to add yes with the verb form. To me. In English. My friend talks to me in English. This is how we can change the plural subject into singular. Now let us learn how to change the singular subject to the plural subject. What we have learned now? We have changed the plural subject to singular. Okay. Now we will learn reverse singular to plural. Okay. Very interesting, Nana. If you understand this singular subject, plural subject and the simple present tense, then your negative statements in the simple present tense will be very easy for you. Okay. Now see. Now I am changing here singular to plural. You have to. What we have learned now, plural to singular. Now singular to plural. Okay. Now let us take my classmate works very hard. Suppose this is a statement, children. Suppose this is a statement, my classmate works very hard. Here my classmate, here my classmate is the subject. Okay, works, V1 with yes. Now I told you to change the singular subject into the plural. What I have told to you, to change the singular subject into the plural. What will be the plural for my classmate? My classmates work very hard. My classmates work very hard. Okay. Now coming to the second one, children. My friend help me. My friend help me. Suppose this is a statement, children. My friend help me. What is the subject here? My friend. Who is the doer of the action? My friend. So this is the subject, my friend. Help is the helps. V1 with yes. Me, object. Okay, when I am changing the subject, singular subject into plural, it will become my friends help me. My friends help me. Okay. So when I am changing the singular subject into the plural subject, at the same time we are changing the verb into the other form. If there is a singular subject, we are using plural verb, and if there is a plural subject, we are using the singular verb. Okay. So children, in simple present tense, positive statements of the simple present tense, what we have learned? We have learned the structure of the simple present tense, and according to the structure of the simple present tense, children, if there is a plural subject, I am just dividing plural subject and singular subject. Okay, plural and singular. So according to the subjects, the structure will vary for you. Subject with V1 with S or ES plus object. This is the structure for the plural subject. When we are talking about the singular subject, we are using subject with, sorry children, I am confused here. Subject with V1 plus object or other words. Here subject is singular, our verb should be plural. Okay, our verb should be plural. This is what we have learned. So, till now we learned how to write the simple present tense structure and how to write the sentences with the singular subject as well as with the plural subject. Now you should be aware of few of the verbs, children, how to add yes or yes. It varies. Okay, suppose sometimes we have to add yes, sometimes we have to add es to the verb forms. Now let us learn about few of the verbs, how it differ. Just we will check with yes or es. అర్థమవుతుందా? Okay, now reach. What we have to add? It ends with ch. We have to add reaches, as we have learned in our earlier previous classes. Reaches. Next, reply. If you see reply, children, the word ends with y, and before y there is a consonant. We have to add replies. Replies. Okay, she gives, or she replies me. Next, supply. 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 Supplies. Okay, push. 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 pushes. Pushes. Teach. teach. teaches. Teaches. Pay. 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 What is the plural form? Pay. Pays. Okay, children. Do. Here does. Do plural, does. Yes, we have to add. Okay. Now in this way we can add yes or es to the verb forms, and we can change the singular subject into the plural subject into the singular, as well as the verb forms also we can change without any problem. If you know the verb forms correctly, easily you can write. Okay, what we have learned till now in our 5th standard grammar part, what we have learned? We have learned about the verbs, we have learned about the tenses, and we are learning the tenses in detail. Just we have discussed about the simple present tense positive statements. Only about the positive statements we have discussed. Now I have told to you already how to write a single statement into the 12 types in our 3rd chapter, tenses topic. I know tenses is not an easy topic for you. It's a very new topic to you in our 5th standard. But if you pay attention, if you listen the classes regularly, easily you can understand the topic. Okay, it's nothing but the form of a verb which tells us the time of an action, and according to the time we have divided the tense into 3 parts: present, past, future, and according to the work done, tenses have been divided into 4 parts each. Totally we have learnt about the 12 tenses. What are the letters? Remind you one more time about the names of the tenses. Simple. First, simple part. Simple present, simple past, simple future. Next, coming to the continuous. Present continuous, past continuous, future continuous. And coming to the perfect tenses, children. Present perfect, past perfect, future perfect. Coming to the perfect continuous tenses. present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future perfect continuous. Okay, so according to the names, structures are also very easy to remind. Like I told you the easy method, how you can identify the structures. In the perfect tenses, we have to use V3 form along with the helping verbs. If it is present, has or have. If it is past, had. If it is future, will or shall along with have. Okay. If you see the structures, if you revise the structures for 1 week regularly, easily you can get it. Now we have discussed about the simple present tense positive statements. I have explained you that simple present tense is a tense which is used in two situations, that is habitual action and the universal truth. And in two situations we are using the structure subject plus V1 or V1 with yes or es along with the object. If it is the subject is the singular, verb should be plural. If the subject is plural, verb should be singular. Once revise the topic in your textbook, children, and you can finish the exercise number 1 of your textbook easily. 2 also very easy for you. Just try yourself. Third one, yes or yes you have to add. First exercise, if you observe, given on the page number 11 of your textbook, if you didn't have, I'll write a few of the statements on the board and I will explain. See the children, they told to select the verb, correct verb. My uncle. Suppose my uncle often send or sends. Send or sends. Send or sends me presents. Suppose this is a statement, children, and I told you to identify the correct verb of the sentence. First, to identify the correct verb of the sentence, children, you have to identify the subject, whether the subject is singular or it is plural. If you observe the subject, children, my uncle, here the doer of the action is my uncle. So my uncle is singular. My uncle is singular. What we have learnt, if the subject is yes, verb should be P, ante plural, verb should be plural. So sends, yes is the subject means P. If P is the subject, verb should be singular. You are just remember this one. If the subject is plural, verb is singular. If the subject is singular, verb is plural. Easily you can identify. Let us take one more example, children. It rain or rains heavily in July. Suppose this is a statement, children. Now if you observe the subject it ante ఒకట more than one or more than one means singular. If the subject is singular, verb should be plural. Okay, easily you can identify the correct verb form. So once you go through the exercise number 1 given on page number 11 of your textbook, before going to the exercise, listen the class carefully. Easily you can get it. Okay, children. Tomorrow we will continue the topic. We will learn about the negative statements of the simple present tense. Okay, have a nice day all of you.